Hello and welcome back to my Minecraft series. We are playing All the Mods 8 and today I have something interesting to look into. Because you see, someone down in the comments came up with a wonderful idea of how to solve one of my bottleneck problems. The prosperity I've gathered so far has all been manual. And whilst I can continue down that path later on, I am going to need a lot of prosperity. So realistically, I need an easier way, or preferably an automated way. And that person down in the comments pointed out that I could use a Prospera Bee. This is part of a mod called Productive Bees, and essentially, bees make resources. This sounds like it could be a great solution. I've never actually touched this mod. I don't really understand how it works, so today is going to be a learning experience. Also, the state of my moustache. I had an incident with the clippers this morning, and unfortunately, this happened. That being said, luckily hair grows back, so in a couple of weeks when this video goes live, it will be fine. Yes, it is indeed fine. Okay, where are my bees? Productive bees, here we go. Aha, the bee manual. That looks like what I want. You can find this in the eccentric tome you start with, but if you somehow lost it, craft one. I don't think I started with an eccentric tome, so if I did, it would be in my inventory somewhere. Yes, I'm going to have to craft this instead, so I need a bee cage. Ooh, I need honey. How do I get honey? I'm just going to wing it. Let's place something down. Do I need to go and find... Ah! Whoa! I have a bee! Well, there is a bee at least. Nest is empty. Use a honey treat on it to attract a bee. The nest can attract bees in this location. Well, that's all very good, but how do I get honey? Perhaps I need to make a hive. So I need honeycomb to make a hive. But I think I need a beehive to get honeycomb. Let's take a few emeralds down to the village and see if we can trade for something. Well, that's assuming there are any villagers left, considering most of them have either gone into my oil pit or they've gone into the nether. Okay, looking at the map, there aren't many villagers left in the area, judging by this. These are all animals, you can see. And there's like maybe one guard. That might be a villager down there. Why is this a ghost town? Oh no, did they think I was raiding? Did I make them all leave their homes? I mean, I was raiding, so that was a reasonable reaction to have. Okay, well, we need another village then. I'm going to head down to the southwest. Right, if there's a bumblebee here, then presumably there's a nest nearby too. Maybe I could grab it. Ah, he just disappeared. I mean, I've had a look around the area. I can't seem to find any nest blocks. Nope, don't know about that one. This was the pretty village that I liked. That's good. Are any of you willing to trade me bee stuff? No, nothing. Well, this is a bit of a catch-22 because I know nothing about this mod or how to get started, and the only way for me to be able to identify that information is with this manual that I didn't start with, and I can only get if I have honey, but I don't know how to get honey because I need honeycomb. Oh, what's interesting though, I can actually craft nests. That's really useful. Okay, I've done some research, and it looks like I need to find myself a beehive in the overworld. They actually spawn. I'll be honest, it's been some time since I've played vanilla Minecraft, and I've never interacted with the bees, so I didn't even know that they spawned in the overworld, naturally. And from what I understand, they spawn on trees. Which would make sense. I've been looking for a little while now, and I've not found any hives. I'm seeing plenty of bees, and logic would dictate that they would be close to a hive, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I'll admit, I'm starting to get a bit suspicious that these hives are not spawning in my world. Hello, what is this? It's like an alien ruin. That's what I needed! I cannot believe my luck. That is hilarious. That is amazing. Oh my god, there's multiple. Oh, thank you, Ruin. Thank you so much. Now, this doesn't necessarily solve my problem with the hives. So I'm going to have a brief look around before heading home. But perhaps in this mod pack, the hives work differently? I don't know. Oh! Oh! Yes! Wait, that's a bee nest, not a beehive. Oh god! Oh god, I think I've angered them. Can they go underwater? No. Oh, I'm sorry, bees. I'm sorry. Maybe I can swim really fast and get away from them. I don't really want to take them home. Okay, it looks like they can't detect me anymore. Oh, I made a mistake, didn't I? I didn't even get the bee nest. I just broke it. Did I just mess up? Okay, so bee nests do exist. I don't know if beehives exist, though. I had to search a long time to find that one. And then I broke it immediately. If I open that book and it tells me that I needed to find one of those, I'm going to be really quite annoyed. Speaking of which, let me just going to make a waypoint there, because it was around there. Just in case I need to go back for the bees. And we are home. Do I have any books? No. And there we have it, the Big Book of Bees. A shallow look into the world of apicology. Here be puns. Beginner's Guide. Productive bees builds on top of vanilla bees. Some understanding of vanilla system is assumed in this guide. That's not good. In addition to vanilla bees, you'll come across a range of new bees living in well-hidden nests in different biomes around the overworld. These bees are solitary, meaning they will not live in a hive. However, their genetics allow for breeding different types of bees, plus they look cool. First thing you need is to find vanilla bee nests to get some honey bottles and honeycombs. No! The honey bottles are needed to craft bee cages, which makes it much easier to transport your bees home. I've ruined it already. That is awful news. Because I did have what I needed, but it did say to get some bottles. So potentially I can extract honey from those nests, but now I just need to spend another 20 minutes looking for one. I am such an idiot. Why did I break it? Why was my first instinct to smash it? I am not that kind of man. It's possible that Silk Touch may have been able to pick it up, but to be honest, I think I'm probably just going to try and extract. Oh, here's one. Okay, can I just like... Yes. Yes. Is that what creates the honey? I don't want to antagonize these bees, so I'm going to wait until they come back out. Okay, the honeycomb requires shears, which means I need to make this nest build up honey. Now, has it built up another honey already? No. Got it. So I need to wait a bit longer for that one. So realistically, I'm only looking for vanilla bees, because they will be around a vanilla bee nest in which I can extract honey and honeycomb. But the modded bees will be around nests that I can't extract from, I believe. That's very good news, because that means the task has just gone from being impossible and unknowable to this is just going to take a long time. Okay, we'll make some shears. There you go, Mr. Sheep. Have a berry on me. Ooh! Oh, yes! Okay, we have a second one. Wow, I didn't even see that. How many have I missed so far? Because they're like really close together. If I use shears on you, I piss you off. Right. I didn't even get a honeycomb, did I? Are they still chasing me? Yes! Oh, give it a rest, lads. You're alright. Just go back to your nest. Surely they're not still chasing me. No, we lost them. It definitely made a sound like it did something. Like it gave me a little pop, but I'm not convinced. I just want to see if this bee is still really mad at me. No, he's got his nice eyes back on. Now, my research told me I have to wait for a bee nest to get to honey level 5. How do I tell what level of honey it's at? So this one has honey ready. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. I've got honeycomb! Yes! I might be the first person in history to celebrate quite so dramatically about having honey. That's fantastic. Okay, well that's one of the main hurdles out of the way. Let's consult the book again. Okay, I need to make myself an advanced beehive, which means I need 2 more honeycomb, because I need to craft the first beehive myself. Gotcha. So, advanced beehive and an expansion box. I'll probably work with spruce. So I've just got to wait for the honey to build back up again, and then we are golden. Just like honey. I expect if you are watching and you're familiar with how this mod works, you are screaming. And I'm not even in the mod yet. This is vanilla. Come on, bees. Make your honey. I don't want to go and look for more, because I'll never find another one. These are the only 2 I will ever find. Ah, while we wait, let's have a look at how the Prospera bee works. In order to get myself a Prospera bee, which is ultimately the goal of this whole exercise, I need to convert it from a crystalline bee using a block of prosperity. Now, I can't actually see any information on how to acquire a crystalline bee, but it spawns in a quartz nest. Therefore, I need to go to the nether, and I need my silk touch to grab nether quartz ore and make a nest. Well, that's good. And in fact, getting that quartz nest should be pretty easy. That's really cool. The bees have gone to sleep because it's nighttime. That might be something for me to keep an eye on in the future, actually, because if I'm going to rely on these for production of prosperity, then going to bed at night might be really important, unless I can trick the bees by having it just be lit all the time. Maybe it's light level dependent. Unfortunately, I've got no torches on me to test that, but I will test that in the future. I'm going to race home, I'm going to sleep, and I'm going to craft a new bed. What I'm hoping happens now is that when I can actually craft what I need to and put my own bees in their hive, I hope that they start producing their own honey and honeycomb. Because then I can just expand back at base. Yep, the bees are back out and they're working away. Ah! Yes, I think that's all I need. I'm going to need 3 honeycomb to make the beehive. I'm going to need 2 honeycomb to make the advanced beehive, and 1 to make the expansion box. Yep, I think that's all I need. While I'm here, actually, let's grab one of these bees to be able to put in the beehive. Yoink. Beehive is got. Advanced beehive is got. Expansion box is got. So there's the beehive. How do I use the expansion box? There we go. And then if I right click the hive with the bee, no? Do I just... Are you just going to go home? Bee? Could you please go into the hive? I'd love that. No, you like to fly there and then stop. I'm going to try something else. Okay, I'm going to move them away from the piping because it seems to get stuck there. So... Let's put you here so that you can get stuck in the oil instead. If I place flowers around here like so, and then release you. Yes! Okay, you're in. Okay, it's daytime now. Are you going to pop out and do some pollination? I was tabbed out, but I heard a plop. Fantastic. Was it following me because I was holding a flower? Oh, that is so cute. I had no idea that was a thing. Those aren't flowers. Those are Inferium. I mean, you might make some pretty nuts honey if you start eating Inferium, but... Yes. Yes. Well, you're liking that. Yummy. Mmm, flowers. Oh, okay, I think it's working. One thing I am going to do, I'm going to cover up that oil, because I can get different sources of it now, and I don't want the bee getting stuck and dying. There we go. Let's go and grab another bee. In fact, I'm going to bring the other 3 that are down there back here to this hive. This one's got different colours. That's amazing. Also, I don't know if you're doing anything, by the way, because you've been in there a while and there's no resources happening. Why are you different colours? I'm just going to let them continue to do their thing while I grab the others. Here you are, you have a new home. They are working! Okay, that is wonderful news. Well, I've got 3 of the 4 bees. The issue seems to be the 4th one. I can't actually find it. 3 might be my lot. There's a chance it's in that nest. It was not. Oh well. That is fantastic. 7 honeycomb now. What happens if I put a bottle in there as well? Does it generate honey as well? Interesting. So I've discovered a nest locator. That could be really interesting. While we're back at base, I'm having a look at the storage, and it's starting to look a little bit full. So let's do some housekeeping. Those ender pearls, look at that. Oh, that is fantastic. There we go, back down to half full. But that is a problem that is slowly ticking up and is not going to stop. So before long, I'm going to have to address storage. Luckily, we're growing everything that we need to do that. I'm going to build myself a nest locator, because that will probably come in very handy. Let's also make a few bee cages. This might be one of the mods where I really want to pay attention to the rewards. Because as you complete these quests, yes, you can get things from them. And I feel like these would actually be quite useful to me right now. Yeah, look at that. Got more bee cages, and we've got some honeycomb and some honey bottles out of it as well. This is where a waystone could actually be really beneficial to me. Time to go to the nether. Good to see that the guards are still protecting the nether from all the dangers. Which is none, because peaceful mode. The waystone's going to come in handy here, because it means I don't have to travel all the way back home once I find what I need. Okay, well there's some nether quartz. Here we are. Tuned to nether quartz. 104 meters away. Not bad at all. So it's in this direction. I bet it's going to be up there, isn't it? See any bees? 60 meters, 58. I'm an idiot because I didn't even see that the actual locator lights up depending on where you're facing. So it's definitely this way. I can hear the bee. I can hear it buzzing. There we go, the quartz nest. Fantastic. So it's got a crystalline bee in it. There he is. There he is. Yoink. I could probably make a second one. So I need to use a honey treat. And if I remember correctly, a honey treat can be crafted. Yeah, just with one honeycomb and one honey bottle. I've got those on me. That is quite a cooldown, however, so let's make a few more and see what happens. Okay, that's doable. I think that's worth spending. And for safety, let's break the blocks around this as well, because I don't know precisely where it will spawn me. Nice. And we're home. Oh, you've been doing good work. That nest locator. We like the nest locator. This is important information, because what I was going to do was try to make 2 Prospera bees and then breed them. But it looks like I can't breed them amongst themselves. So that's not going to work. The crystalline bee doesn't even have its own page, so I don't know if I can breed those. But I can convert them, so I might just have to catch them one at a time. I've been trying to work out how the bee conversion actually works. And while I'm having trouble finding anything specific online, there isn't really much of a wiki for this mod. Not that I can find anyway. So this is clearly supposed to be a hand with a prosperity block. So presumably you use a prosperity block on a crystalline bee to turn it into a Prospera bee. That's what I'm going to try. Not quite yet. I'm going to wait until I've got a few more bees first. Interesting. So it looks like the cooldown for this quartz nest doesn't appear to be ticking down when I'm in the overworld, which is quite annoying because my bees won't be producing any more honey or honey blocks in the overworld. Oh, that's a point though. That is a point. Honey seeds. Honey essence can be used to make all of this stuff. That's got to be the way to go. That's got to be the way to go. That's going to be so much quicker. Okay, can I turn honeycomb into just regular honey? Yes, I can use a centrifuge. Let's go for a powered centrifuge. I should be able to make that pretty quick. There we go. Let's attach you to power. Oh, that conversion rate's not very good though. Well, the conversion rate's not good, but I'm still generating a reasonable amount of honeycomb. Let me go and find the rest of those bees that I angered. They might still be knocking about. Or, even better, if I find more bees and I can create another beehive, then I can speed the process up even more. I'm not currently aware of any of the resources that I might struggle with where bees could be the best option. However, if I come across some, then investing in bees right now would be a bonus. If I remember correctly, the hive was somewhere around here. No, okay. To be fair, that makes sense that they've despawned in the time since. You know what? The conversion rate for honey essence is quite nice. That's really, really nice. I'm going to prepare now for when I start growing this stuff. And I've created some extra space with the appropriate tier farmland for the honey essence. This probably won't work, but I'll give it a try nonetheless. It did work? I don't know if that worked. Yes, it did. Yes. Oh, God. Oh, that is such good news. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not happy, you're happy. Life just got so much better. Look how many honey treats I have. Yes! Let's get my bee cages ready. Oh, it's got diminishing returns. Okay. Got it. That makes it slightly less convenient. I mean, being able to grow infinite honey treats seems quite broken, so that makes sense. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do, if that's the case. Does this work? No. I need my silk touch. Do I specifically need an iron sword? Yes. Oh, okay. Each one requires a separate iron sword. Got it. There we go. This will speed the process up. Oh. That crafty little one found the only exit and darted for it. That's pretty funny. Considering how many are actually spawning now, this seems like a good test. Yes, that is how it works! Oh! I've got Prosperibees! It's as simple as that. That is... Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. It's time for another test. So, I've just built a little cage around this, just because I don't want the bee to fly away if it rejects the hive. I want to see whether or not my Prosperibee will enter this hive, or if it will simply reject it. It's doing lots of buzzing, and not a lot of anything else. No, he's gone in! I mean, it popped back out, but it hasn't made anything. I'm wondering, do I need to give it prosperity blocks to feed off of? Let's just dump a couple around to see if that helps. It would make sense instead of flowers. Well, it's gone straight to the block, so that might be the answer. It's doing a twirl. A twirl's good? I don't know if twirls are good or not. Yes! I've done it. Oh, that is absolutely spectacular. And then with these Prosperity combs, we put that into the centrifuge to get 1 or 2. Oh, and a 30% chance. Okay, so considering it could be 1 or 2, and I get 3 a go, every time they produce Prosperity comb, I'm looking at 1 shard. Well, it's not quite automated. I'm going to have to do this manually, at least to begin with, until I can figure out precisely how to make this automatic. But the fact that I'm passively producing some of this stuff is chef's kiss. This mod is less complicated than I thought it was, even if it took me 3 hours to get into it. Well, I guess it's time to go and get 4 more Prosperibees. They likely won't be wandering too far, but I'm going to make an airlock. Just in case. Bosh. 80% reduction in how long they spend inside the beehive, which means they should be producing Prosperity comb at an astonishing rate. There's some more work to be done with the bees for sure, to increase efficiency, and I'm probably going to increase the number of bees that I have as well. But these should take care of my prosperity bottleneck problem. So thank you, person in the comments who gave me that idea, because that is a brilliant solution. However, next time, I suspect I'm going to have to start addressing this, especially if I'm going to ramp up production of things, because, yeah, this isn't going to be fine forever. Anyway, that's enough for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. 24 of you. Wait. Oh no! During my interrogation of this poor chatbot, I actually came up with an idea. What if I asked ChatGPT how I should market my video? Immediately, the stack disappeared. Oh!